the economy, because, you know, he knows how to do it, and especially in places like coal country and inner cities and other parts of our country that have really been left out.
Well, you heard it there. Hillary Clinton is finally defining her husband's role as Mr. Fix-It for the economy if she becomes our next president. But is this a good or a bad idea? Let's ask the author of Who Needs the Fed? John Tamny joins us this morning with his reaction. He's also the editor of Real Clear Markets. Always good to see you, John. Thanks for waking up for us.
Good morning. All
right, so you heard it there. She wants her husband to be in charge of revitalizing the economy. He spoke out after that, saying it's actually his idea to do it. Is this what voters are wanting? And legally, is this even possible?
Well, I think voters would probably want that economy again. He had a largely successful economic presidency, so logically Hillary wants to piggyback on it. But what's got to be stressed is that they're not alike at all. Bill Clinton signed into law a major reduction in the capital gains tax. Government spending is a major tax. It slowed down a great deal under him thanks to divided government. He signed a free trade bill that opened up markets for U.S. producers. Hillary Clinton wants to raise the capital gains tax, wants to raise government spending by $1 trillion, wants to shut down the global trade. So there's nothing alike about them. How will this work?
No surprise here. Donald Trump already tweeting out his reaction. He says, how can crooked Hillary put her husband in charge of the economy when he was responsible for NAFTA, the worst economic deal in U.S. history? Is this a fair attack? Because you look at NAFTA, there were a number of Republicans that pushed this forward, including President George H.W. Bush and Newt Gingrich at the time.
I think, in fairness, Donald Trump probably doesn't know exactly what was in NAFTA. Let's face it, the U.S. markets are already open. That's why we're such a rich country. The average tariff in the U.S. is 1.5%. What free trade deals are all about are opening up foreign markets for U.S. producers, so they invariably favor the United States, and that's why I think Trump in the general election campaign will hopefully moderate his position there. Rich countries are free trading countries.
As voters are thinking about who they want as their next president, they're thinking about their life, their job, and the economy, most importantly. Break down Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump, their economic plans. How will our lives be different depending on each?
Well, Hillary Clinton, as politicians tend to do, she talks a lot about jobs. But the interesting thing there is that she wants to raise the capital gains rate to 45%. That is a huge penalty on investment success. There are no companies and no jobs without investment first. So that's what voters should look out for there. Trump actually has very good ideas on taxes. But what's got to be remembered is that the reason we work is we want to get what we don't have. And so his ideas on trade would be a huge tax on the American people. And they would also make it more difficult for the American people to thrive. Let's face it, we import so that we don't have to do work that we're bad at. If we keep out imports, we will be a poorer nation as a result. So each side has a weakness.
Yeah, well, two different visions. It's important for the American people to understand both. So thank you for helping break that down for us this morning.